Yep, it's back. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the third review of the updated model of the Emerald Champion. Now, this is my prized possession. This is a train that I made quite a long time ago. I was constantly updating it. I was looking back at some old videos, looking at some Lego train mocks. I was thinking, if I were to make this even bigger and better, what would I do? So I made a couple of changes, and this will be a lot quicker than the other two. I will link the other two reviews in the description. If you haven't seen those, be sure to check them out. They are very cool trains. It will show kind of the evolution and the stages of this train. So I'm going to go from the front to the back, go through what's new, and generally review it as a whole because I haven't done this in a long time, and I hope you guys enjoy. So here we are at the front. This is a bit dolled up, but at the same time I think it's really cool. If you look at head on, it's got a lot of lights, which I think is quite nice. It's a bit reflective there, I do apologise. There we go. So yeah, I like the fact that it has a lot of lights because it makes it obvious. I mean, something as big as this, you wouldn't want to get in the way of that. You want to make sure you clear some space. Now, in the older model, there was a couple of pieces and made a plate just sitting there. Eventually I replaced it to something less like this, and now it's been built up to be this chunk of Lego bricks. Don't know how well you can see this, but there's a couple of these small pieces, the small like slope pieces on the back. Some of these ones. Again, don't know how well you can see that. So we're moving onwards onto the face. This is very much the same. The smoke deflectors are still here. I did try taking them off and see what it would look like, but I thought, nah, it's a bit empty, it's a bit boring. The bell is here. This is from a Mega Bloks model. It's from this massive train, which is somewhere in the back of the loft in my house, which I probably won't be able to get anytime soon. As well as the funnel, actually, because I thought the funnel looked pretty good. So I used the pieces to make this, again, another chunky, huge funnel, which I thought was quite nice. On the smoke deflector, now how well you can see, I do apologise about the light, there's like a flag piece here. I did want to try and fit it in somewhere. As you can see here, this is another flag piece. So I wanted to try and fit it on somewhere because I thought that would be pretty cool to try and fit it in. But I couldn't see anywhere else where it would work, so I just chucked it on there. Now with the progress, look at how many wheels this thing has. Yes, this thing can go around corners, it can go around points, it is completely fine. So the reason why I've gone with this is because I love huge trains. And I want to be able to make a huge train that can go around a course, or a set rather. So this is what I've gone with. It is connected, the centerpiece is connected to the front, which has a swivel point on it. This also has a swivel point, which is connected to these rear ones. And these aren't all black ones, because I bought 2 Emerald Knights. I bought 2 of the Toy Story trains and painted those wheels black. As you can see, there's some on the first tender there, we'll get to that later. And you might be able to notice as well, some of these bricks are also a different shade, like a smaller tone to the other ones. Again, these are red pieces painted green because I want a big fucking train. And we move on to the cab here. We still got the geezer inside. I've actually taken him out and given him a breather. Pretty cool. Again, this is a whistle from the Mega Bloks train. I thought this was quite nice. Last time it had a couple of studs going along there, but something like this, I think it's more, I wouldn't say realistic, but it just looks cooler. So I'm going to move the train forwards now. Now then, when I first reviewed it, the train had 2 tenders, and I kind of missed that, so I brought it back. So I'm going to start off onto the first tender here. It has drive wheels, and in case anyone wondering why it has drive wheels, why not? I had them sitting around, so I thought, well, I can't really put any more on this because that's got enough as it is. So I put them on here, and I think it looked cool. People have said in the previous review it would need piston power and all of it to work if it was a proper train, but this isn't a proper train, so stop your bitching. Along the top it has a lot of coal pieces. These are just single rounded studs which are placed in fashion. It has a black section above the wheels because it also saves me using the green pieces, as well as giving it a bit more of a realistic look in a sense. If we follow it along the top, you can see it has the kind of the more older, more traditional sloped or slanted pieces, whatever you want to call them, to act as a roof. Oh, pardon me, sorry about that. So, except for this section here, every single kind of wheel set is in threes. And I wanted to keep it in threes because you can get a set of 3 wheels around a corner, but you can't with 4s, which is a bit annoying. If I could do 4, I would definitely do 4, but it would have to be split up into 2 2s, which I don't want. So again, I tried to keep as many things the same following the 2 tenders. Don't know how well you can see actually if I take it apart. There we go. So this is like a coach liner, I think it's called, but this is something that I put in so it would close the gap a bit, because that is about a 3 or 4 stud gap, which is quite big. And if I took those out, that would be an even bigger gap, which I don't want. So what I've done, I put it on both sides as well, especially when it's pulling carriages, which this thing definitely could. Make it look not neater as well. I've got the kind of plough magnet on the back as well as the buffer set, because I thought may as well put them both onto a train. This is actually my only train, which is a bit bad, but oh well, I like it. So yeah, following along the top, it's just a bunch of flat plates going along to try and keep a pattern going, to try and keep them together. And that is pretty much it. Not a lot else to it. So I think what I'll do now, do a bit of a demo of each of these going over the points, as you can see here. I'm stuttering quite a bit, I do apologise. And we'll finish it on there, so thank you all for watching. Enjoy the last little bit, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye. All nice and smooth. See, all the wheels go around just fine. So what I'm going to do now is going to swap it so this goes around the corners. Now this isn't power function powered, which is a bit sad, but you can see all the wheels go around nice and smooth, no incidents, happy days. Now if we connect it all up together, unfortunately I don't have enough space to do it all in one, which is a bit bad, but still a very impressive model nonetheless. Hang on, I'm gonna lie down one sec. There we go. So once again, thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.